It's time. First progress report of 2021. Let's go. Hello, dearies. Thank you so much for being here. I'm LeFae, and if you don't know, I am on an adventure to leave 100 pounds in my past. If that sounds like something you want to come along with, go ahead and subscribe before you leave. Give this video a like. And if you want to continue hanging out, go ahead, find me on Instagram. Thank you so much if you do. It's January 15th, 2021. The last time I did an official progress report was way back September 25th of 2020. Y'all, we're talking 4 months. So there's going to be big changes in these numbers. Let's move straight into the meat, and I'll talk about the numbers and all of that, and then I'll add a few little details at the end. So let's change this a little bit. All right, let's get my glasses on so I can read what's going on. What you see right here are my numbers from past September, the last time I did an official progress report. So you'll see that I weighed 189.6 pounds, and there are all of my body measurements. And I remember at this time just being so incredibly thrilled at this progress alone. Because remember, I started just in June. It's been less than a year, and in September it was only a few months, and I had already lost so much weight and so many inches. So this progress I was floored and amazed at. So let's move into what happened this morning. I did weigh in and do all my measurements and photos this morning. So today I weighed in at 172 pounds even. How often do you get an even number? Pretty amazing, right? With a neck measurement of 13.5 inches, my bust measurement of 39 inches, which stayed the same. And honestly, I've never been good at measuring my bust, so those are hard approximations. My underbust, like my bust band, like where your bra strap would be, measured in at 36 inches. My waist, right where you bend, was 33.5 inches this morning. I don't even understand what that means. My belly, like right around my belly button, like the biggest part, was 38.5 inches. My hips were 39 inches. Do you all realize that there's no 40s in here anymore? And quick refresher, I really don't care all that much about the inches on my extremities, so I just measure the one side to kind of just gauge progress, right? So left thigh was 22 inches and my left arm was 12.5 inches. What's going on? All right, so totals in that. So in the 4 months since my last progress report, that is 17.6 pounds. I can't even say it. It's a total loss of 1/4 inch from my neck, 1 inch from my band, 2.25 inches from my waist, 1.5 inches each from the belly and hips, 1/2 inch from my thigh, and 1 inch from my arm, with a total of 8 inches lost in the past 4 months. Wow, that's really awesome. I want to be really transparent about these numbers. And this was 100% only because of what happened in the kitchen. I was not able to be consistently active. I did not consciously work out or even try to, I didn't ever have a step goal. I did try to stay at about 5,000 steps a day, but I honestly didn't care. This was 100% being in control of the food that went in my meat sack. There's a few more things I want to add. I'll talk about that later. Let's do a quick snap of what's happened since June. As of today, I am down a total of 58 pounds, and that is over 4 stone. I can't believe that. That's amazing to me. And a grand total of 39.5 inches lost from my body. So I'm very close to that 60-pound lost mark since June, and I'm about 90 pounds since my highest weight in 2017. I don't know what to say. All right, let's get, pictures. Let's do some pictures. September and this morning. Now, remember, here's my asterisk of I am separated from, basically I'm living on the first floor and my boys are upstairs. And my son right now is in the room of requirement doing school. So I couldn't take my pictures like I normally would. So these are quick and dirty with not even totally the same outfit that I took in the mirror in the powder room down here. So here's the front, and I mean, there's a huge change, right? It looks like I'm developing a little bit of a thigh gap. I didn't even think that was possible with my body type. Maybe I'm standing differently, I don't know. And then let's do the side views. And yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell the differences here because my arms have to be different, and my body's pushed a little bit differently in order to take the pictures in the mirror. But there's differences. I'm not wearing a proper bra today. But yeah, I can tell. I'm just smaller, right? Okay, let's get out of this. I need to make this bigger. All right, no more glare. A couple of things I want to point out about what happened through these past 4 months, and that is the last time that I weighed in myself but didn't make it official here on the channel was November 13th. And I weighed in at 173.4 on November 13th. So between November 13th and today, we're looking at a net loss of 1.4 pounds. And that's amazing because between November 13th and now, I didn't track. And there were the holidays. And I still stepped on the scale regularly to keep myself accountable. And I know that I was dancing in between 173 and 176, depending on how much celebrating was going on. I'm still over the moon thrilled with the fact that I was able to get through the holidays maintaining, because those couple pounds of fluctuation is just that, it's fluctuation. That was not, getting to 176 was not a true gain. Now, last week when I came out of isolation, I did weigh because I didn't eat for like 10 days. I was really curious what the scale was going to say, and it was 169. I could not believe that the numbers on the thing I was standing on were 1.6 something. It was just cool to see it. But I knew that it was false. I was dehydrated. I hadn't been eating and I was sick. So that wasn't a true loss, which is why I didn't count it as one. But the fact that I'm at 172 today, I think that is perfect. A couple pounds up from my sick weight is good. That means I'm hydrated and I'm eating appropriately again. And it still shows the net loss from over the holidays. I could not be, I'm not even gonna have a slice of humble pie. I am really freaking proud of myself. I wanna share kind of some general weight loss goals for 2021. Since I am now in the, I'm about to fall below 170. I did go and reevaluate like intake goals and things like that. So before, when I started the weight loss adventure, I had a water intake goal of 100 ounces a day. And I was fairly good at that, and it wasn't a struggle. That would be a lot for me now. There's significantly less of me. So my new water intake goal is 85 ounces a day, which is 3 of these. When it comes to like exercise and things like that, I'm going to go slowly because things are still weird in my life. I have my FitBit back on for the first time in 2 weeks. She was literally dead for a week. So starting Monday, because there's still a lot to do to get my family back into some semblance of normal. I'm not putting extra pressure on myself. So starting Monday, I'm going to a 5,000 a day step goal. And I'm gonna sit there until that feels natural, and then I'll bump up to 10. When it comes to strength training and things like that, I know that I should, but I don't want to. I don't want to worry about crunches and push-ups, and I don't care right now. I really don't. So I'm not going to make myself do something I don't want to do. I do know that I'm going to need to talk myself into it eventually. So down the road, I'll get started on that, but there's no pressure for me for that. It's not my highlight. I do though have a cousin who, he does like strongman stuff. He's pretty impressive, and he is working on getting all of those official things to be like a personal trainer. So I'm gonna have a cousin in my back pocket to help me with that. So maybe in the summer when it's easier, less plaguey, when it's easier to get together, maybe I'll tap my cousin and maybe I can share him with you. He's so impressive. He's my little baby cousin and I love him so much. So stay tuned for that. And sitting at 172, that's 27 pounds from my goal. My goal right now is 145 pounds. I think that would be the lowest I would ever want to go. And that's only like 27 pounds. So I'm setting a date for myself, and that's June 2nd. And June 2nd June 2nd is the 1 year mark of me being on this ultimate weight loss adventure. And it's not something that I thought would have been possible. I didn't think that I really would be able to reach goal in 1 year. Now I really do think it's possible. So 145 by June 2nd, which is just a little over a pound a week. I know that I can do that. Hey, FitnessLeFae here. Sorry to mess you up. There's one thing I forgot to mention. Sitting here at 172, like between 170 and 175, could I be content here? Could I stop and call myself at maintenance here and be content? Probably. I'm not going to though. I set a goal for myself to get to 145, so I'm going to do it. I might not stay there. I'm not committed to that really. So it's an interesting feeling to know that if this was it, I'd feel really, really good. Just want to share that. All right, here we go. That also means I'm definitely still, my daily food intake is 1,300 calories. And that's also the lowest in calories that I'd ever want to go. Working at my TDEE with being sedentary, because I'm sedentary. I don't care how many steps, I'm sedentary right now. So that's 1,300 calories. And then obviously if I am losing, 2 or more pounds a week, I'll adjust that up, but I'm starting at 1,300. And honestly, that's fine. I'm a Vegisaurus, so I have so much volume that calorie is just like, it works, it's fine. Actually my TDEE says 1,260, and I'm like, no, 1,300, that's fine. I think that's it. I'm done. Talk to me in the section beyond the veil. I don't have a question for you. I'm being really conceited right now. I'm so proud of myself. I'm not apologizing for it. I feel like I'm bragging in this video. It's not meant to be. I'm sorry if I am. It's how I've been doing since September. Next week, I'm going to work on my vision board, and I'm thinking that my video for next week is going to be sharing with you my vision board and my like official goals for 2021. Also, a little bit of a plan with me. I have to set up another month in my planner, so I thought I would film that, share it with you. So a little like get your ish together video coming at you next week. And with all of that said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye, dearies.